Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus. This is the Minecraft Let's Play, episode 24 I believe we're on now. So today we're kicking things off in the tree farm, which as you remember we've been working on quite a bit recently. Just getting the design work in, digging out the sides a little bit. And of course last episode I showed you guys our new bit of land that we could expand into through that hole over there at the back. So things in the area are beginning to take shape quite nicely. I do want to work further on the tree farm though for today's episode, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back to our small storage area and grab a few materials that are going to allow us to do so. Unless we have them here. No, we're pretty bare on materials in that chest honestly, so we won't bother using that one. So initially I want to grab us some dirt. We'll take a bit of dirt over there. Probably some grass blocks would be helpful as well. So we'll take that. And I think for now we'll make that it. We can always come back and grab some other stuff if we need it. But I just want to expand the dirt out a little bit more. So let's head back up there. I really like that, by the way, that entrance where it sort of fires you up a couple of blocks and you can land in the farm. I think that's really cool. Anyway, we're going to place some dirt down. Just to basically expand on what we came up with here. So we're probably going to take this out to which layer? I think it's going to be to about here, and then 1 2 3 4 5 for the path, so we can actually just dig that out. So we're going to take it all the way along to the fence here, and this is going to be the same on both sides. It's going to remain consistent, so we'll just take dirt from there all the way to the end. And then obviously we'll allow the grass to spread onto these blocks. And then everything to the left of this dirt divide will be our man-made walkway that can carry us up the left side of the farm here. So let's just install as much dirt as we possibly can for the moment. Because of course we probably won't have enough to do the entire floor here. So let's just get down as much as we can. We can work on this little section here as well. Taking out the stone and replacing it with dirt. Very simple. I'm still undecided. Hang on, I'll get to that in a minute actually. Let me just fill in the dirt. Get my words mixed up there. But as I was about to say, I'm still undecided about this section. Maybe we can just carry this design round into this area, up to this block maybe, and then or even up to that block there, and then just fill the dirt in to here, possibly, I would say would be fine. So let's grab us some blocks that we need for that. So basically the blocks that we use for our floor design over here are the same as the one that we use for the small wall in the tree farm over there. So we're going to need some cracked stone brick, some mossy cobblestone, some andesite, some cobblestone stairs, and then finally some gravel. That should be everything required for that. So I think what we'll do is we'll just expand that design around the corner a little bit slightly so that we can link the dirt up without it looking silly. So up we go. So everything I've left is stone here. We'll probably just mash into the design a bit. So let's clear our hotbar here and bring in some of these blocks. So we've got one. We'll use a piece of mossy there. Put some gravel in there, not that it matters too much because we're not going to see that block. Put some cracked in there. We'll put gravel there as well just so that we can see that piece. And then we'll go with... did we actually use any stairs on the wall? I don't think we did we actually? So probably don't have to worry about that really. Oh, the design is actually slightly different. So it's the design that we use for our regular walls actually. So I've actually made a slight mistake. That's fine. That's fine. We can easily fix that issue. So if we just pop in that like so, I think that solves that one. And then the same for here. So we want to just clear out this section, and then this. I think that block there actually can stay as is. So give me some cobblestone. There we go. Okay, so cobble, we'll go. Piece of gravel. Put some polished in there, and then we'll go with cracked stone brick there. Does that look okay? Yeah, that should be fine. And then similarly to the other side of the farm, we can just fill in dirt in this section here. So let me get some dirt. Oh, we're actually running very low on dirt here. We might have to run back and grab some more if we do have more. If not, where should I'm trying to think where I should go to farm dirt, because I don't, obviously I mentioned in the last episode, I don't like destroying the landscape too much, so I don't really like just going and grabbing dirt willy-nilly. So I'm going to have to pick a location if we do need some. We actually do have quite a bit, more than I thought we did. So hopefully we won't have to go and harvest anymore for now, and that this will do. But if not, then I'll have to select where we're harvesting it from very particularly, just so that we don't destroy anything out there. So I believe we had vines on those blocks like that, so we'll return that the way it was. I'll also throw some on there just to make things look a slight tad better. And we can, whoops, that wasn't supposed to go there. We can throw in our dirt like so, and then just keep working along the line here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Replace that torch, and then the same for this side. Oh no. Oh well. Don't think that's going to destroy anything important, right? No, we should be good, thankfully. Okay, so then we can progress to this side of the trees. Up to this block here, I believe, is the one. Yep, that should be in line with the final fence post. Yep, that's good. So then we just tear out all of this stone. I'll replace that torch there. Okay, so yeah, we're still looking good here. Then, of course, we need to think up a design for the paths on the right and the left-hand side of the tree farm. I still am undecided on that as well. But we'll probably come up with that in this episode and implement it, hopefully, if we can get our thinking caps on and get that prepared. Okay, so let's put the dirt in like so. Whoopsie daisy, you weren't supposed to go up there. Okay, there we go, all the way along now. All the way. And then just the final little bit here to fill in. And done. So I think now we should probably throw a few grass blocks in just to speed up the spread of dirt. The spread of the grass, sorry. There we go. Let's chuck one in there. And we'll get a final one. Oh dear. I don't have anything silk touch either, so we've just wasted a couple. Not that that's a big deal. There we go. Okay, so then we'll do the same on the other side. Oh, we didn't actually fill in all of the dirt here. I thought we did, but obviously we didn't. So let's do that quickly. There we go. And then just get some more dirt into our hotbar and just complete this simple line here. There we go. Okay, so now we can throw in some grass blocks similarly to how we did it on the other side, just to pop some down, get things moving here a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should do it for now, I think. Okay, so that's as far as the dirt is going to go here. And I think that's good enough, honestly. We might throw some grass in, some flowers or something similar at a later date. But I'm going to wait for all of the grass to spread first, just so that we've got that nice green going on. So now we need to come up with a design for our pathways that are going to run alongside the tree farm. So here, let me grab some blocks that I have sort of in the back of my mind here. So I was going to go with some stone brick. Let's just craft some of that. Like so. And then if we get some stairs on the go. Probably need quite a few actually. So let's just pull out quite a chunk there, and then grab these slabs. We could possibly implement this stone brick style. The thing is though, I don't want it to look too uniform. So if we can help it, we might throw another couple textures in there. Okay, so if we have stairs on either side, then the stone slabs in the middle, how is that going to look? I mean, it's hard to judge without completing a large section of the walkway here. So here guys, let me pop off camera. I'll complete quite a large section of the walkway here in this design, this simple stone brick design, and then we can probably take a look at it and get a better gauge of how well it's going to work. So see you in a sec. Okie dokie guys, we are back. So I laid down the stone brick path that I said I would, and I don't think it looks too bad, honestly, so we might keep it, just adapt the design slightly, but this is how it goes. So we've got stone brick stairs all the way around the outside, even at both ends. I decided to add them in just for a bit of design, and then in the middle, of course, we have the slabs. So I think it will stay, as I said, but we do need to add some more detail into it, I believe, because it looks too flat for me. So I think now we should concentrate on the walls a little bit so that we can add that detail in. So we'll be starting off with a, what am I trying to call this? A piece of dark oak wood. Don't know why I forgot about the name there. But a piece of dark oak wood here in line with the trim that we've got going along the edge there. And we'll be placing these ever so frequently, so a certain amount of blocks apart all the way to the end. And then what I want to do is kind of like, so let's just try and get an example going here. If I have a block of, a pillar of wood going up there, let's say, for example. And then if we quickly hop back over to the small storage area and grab ourselves some fences and maybe a piece of glowstone, then I can probably demonstrate what I want to try to achieve here, if possible. So let's get ourselves some glowstone. That's up there. And then some fence posts. We'll take some dark and some oak just to double check which one looks best. And what I want to kind of do is have some sort of like street lamp type things going on every so often. So if we replace this block here with, I don't know, it will be a different block, but we'll use that as an example for now, the stone slabs. And then you put some fence posts going up like so, and then one overhanging, and then a glowstone block in. So something like that. I mean, that doesn't look great, honestly, so we'll probably fiddle with the design a little bit, but something very similar to this all the way along, just to light the path up and make it a little bit more diverse than it was without those. So I think that's what we're going to try and do now. So I'm going to go off camera again here, work on getting that implemented, and I might even go on the other side and do the same thing. And then once I've done that, we'll jump back in and check it out together. So see you in a second. Okie dokie, guys. We are back. So, wrong way. So we are over here in the tree farm still, as you would probably guess. And as you can see, we've put in a bit of work down the side here. And I think I do like where this is going, actually. I like the direction this is going in, honestly. It's going to be quite similar, I believe, to the ravine station area of the base. I think we're going to sort of try to arch the roof in a similar fashion. And then we might even go for the iron bar look that I went with over there as well. Sorry, I had some really weird sounds coming through my headset then. I thought there were some mobs in here, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So we are safe. Oh, good. Okay, so as I was saying, we're going to try and arch the roof in here, I think. So that's why we've gone up. We go up 5, and then we go up 3. Then I'm thinking maybe we'll go up another 1, and then try and sort of incorporate an arch type thing. So we might go up by 1, and then another 1, and then... Yeah, I don't know, actually. I haven't planned this very well, have I? Well, it'll take its shape as I'm building it. That's what I'll say, because as with most things in my world, I don't have a definite plan for them. I sort of just let I let what I have in terms of creativity take over and just attempt to build on the fly, basically. So that's why a lot of the time it sounds like I don't have a plan, because I don't. And that's as simple as it is. But we've laid down also the stone brick on this side of the room, so we've got the path going all the way to the end now. And also we've implemented the andesite, the polished andesite blocks periodically in line with the wood pillars. But something else I quickly want to mention as well, you guys, is you know how I think it was the last episode, I quickly showed you guys this new area that I found over here, the double intersecting ravine. So this path here actually might be our entrance into that area, because it's probably the closest we've got in terms of well, I guess the deep storage area would eventually run into that if we made it long enough, but it's not very long in comparison to this room. So this path here actually could be our closest and most convenient entrance to the ravine. So that is why we need to get this looking as good as possible, because it might turn out that eventually we're running through the tree farm quite often. So I think we should try our best to make this look as good and appealing as possible. And I think arching the roof will take a lot of work, but I think in the end it will pay its rewards in terms of having a great aesthetically pleasing tree farm. And already I'm starting to like it. Just the how vibrant it looks down here, all the greens and the combination of the darker textures and the greys. I think it just looks really good at the moment. And also I quite like this as well, this hiding the lighting with the leaves. We might have to incorporate that up at this area of the base, at this area of the tree farm as well, just to throw in some lighting, because I this is one quip I have with Mojang, is that I feel like the lighting system in this game does need a revamp. I mean, it's hard to say really, because lighting could be very overpowered, especially if they allow torches and such to light up larger areas. But here's my issue. A lot of people that like to build instead of... Well, I mean, the game is really about building, I suppose, but a lot of people don't really tend to care too much about how their bases look, I suppose, and they're more interested in collecting things and making things that work in technical ways, rather than focusing on the form of these buildings. And I really, as you know, along with a lot of other players, like to focus on the aesthetic side of things a lot more. So I wish they would implement a way to light rooms up without torches, but also make it viable. So those lamps, the redstone lamps, for one, they're difficult to hide, and for two, even when you do hide them, they don't even light that much of an area up. So in big rooms like this, it's very difficult to get the lighting correctly, spread out correctly. So that's why I've got loads of torches dumped down in here, because if not, then mobs would just be spawning everywhere, and of course you don't want to have mobs spawning in supposedly safe areas of your base. So I wish they would do or maybe revamp the lighting system so that they have some sort of tiered lighting, so that torches do the least amount of light, but then if you implement redstone lamps, then maybe they increase or they have an increased effect, so they have more of an area of effect in terms of what they light up. And then I know they're introducing lamps soon, so maybe lamps, or lanterns I should say, sorry, not lamps. They're introducing lanterns soon, so maybe lanterns could be a little bit more powerful depending on how costly they are. But I do believe that it's difficult to light rooms up and keep things looking good without just dumping torches everywhere. So yeah, something we're definitely going to have to think about. And I know that there is a pretty good way actually, besides the leaves, and that's to use green carpet. So we could throw a bit of green carpet in over the lamps or something similar, but I think we'll find a way. I just believe that at the moment it's kind of difficult, especially for people like me who focus on how their builds look and want to keep things looking nice without dumping torches everywhere. So that was just one thing I wanted to share with you guys before we move on here. But well, we've got a lot of work to do here still, and things obviously are still in such a temporary construction stage. So why don't we just carry on here and move ahead? All right, you guys, so we are back again and heading towards the tree farm, of course. So let's take a look at things here. Okay, so this is what I've come up with so far. We've got the angle on the roof starting to come in to play, just so that you can visualize it. And then I've got these two designs here, one with regular oak fences and one with dark oak fences. Just trying to weigh up which one I prefer, and I think I prefer this one, the dark fences. So why don't we go over and correct this one here. There we go, give me that. Okie dokie, so that's how we're going to install a couple of lamps up there at the top, just to make things look good, I think. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then, as I said, we're probably going to use the iron bar technique again. So do I put them there, or do I wait and just put them in there and then maybe put something else there? Okay, let's try two different designs again here. So give me a slab. Put a slab in there like so. Then if we pillar up, like so, and then just pop in some of the iron bars up there, and then come back down and take a look. Which design do I like more? I think I like this one actually, with the slab there and then the iron bars going over the top. Let's just replace this one here with a slab as well. Okay. Do I like it? Yeah, I think that's quite a good design. Yeah, no, I'm convinced actually. I like it. So I think this is how we're going to move forward with this design here. I'm thinking as well, maybe we should break up the lamps and only have them every two. So one there, one there, one there, one there, and then one here. So you're skipping one every time. But then if we did do that, what would we do in between? Maybe just fences all the way to the top? Yeah, probably just fences all the way to the top. Let's just see how that looks if we get back up there and fix that change. So take our lamp back, take this block back. I don't know what we'd put up there though, that's the thing. Probably slabs, right? So if we grab some slabs first, that might be a better idea, just so that we can visualize the complete design. And we should have some stone in here, right? Yeah, okay, let's just take a few of those guys and craft some slabs. There we go. And whoosh. I like that, that's cool. Okay, so if we pop back up here, as I was saying, and just implement this design. So if we pop those in there, piece of fence, then come down. Okay, so now we have lamp, then we'll have a space, then we'll have a lamp, then a space, and a lamp. You see what I mean? So every other pillar will implement a lamp instead of in every pillar, just to kind of space things out, because this lighting up here isn't really going to affect spawns down here anyway. It's too far away, I believe, to actually have any real effect. And also, saying that, these are all slabs, as you can see, so mobs cannot spawn on half slabs, so this should be safe anyway, regardless of the level of light. So we should be good in that regard. But yeah, this is how things are going to progress here. And then the arch will take shape similarly to the station arch, where we'll have a row of wood going all the way across the top of the ceiling. And then we'll have maybe some leaves up there, or maybe some green terracotta this time, just so that we don't intersect the leaves that are actually in the farm here. But I don't know whether or not I want to make this slightly steeper, because as you can see, the roof is, or the ceiling here is very wide. So we might want to make this arch a little bit steeper, just to keep things looking decent over the course of the ceiling. So I'll probably work a little bit more on that off camera, or maybe in one of the coming episodes, we'll see. But as for now, you guys, I think that is going to be the end of the episode. So I'm going to be heading back towards the station here, just for one last look at it, to get an idea of reference for you guys as well. So as you can see, the arch sort of goes up like that, and we'll have a similar design, I think, over there, but maybe more steep, because the ceiling here obviously isn't very wide. So it doesn't make sense to have that steep of a gradient on the sides, but over there it does, because the ceiling's extremely wide. So yeah, that was the reference point I just wanted to make before we leave each other here. But as I said, you guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I really do hope that you enjoyed the progress that we made on the tree farm today. I know I did. I think things are definitely looking a lot better and a lot cleaner over there now that we've made the changes that we have. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like down below. Helps the channel out, and it's good to see you guys leaving feedback on the video and letting me know that I'm doing a good job if I am. Also, if you have any questions, suggestions, or any comments in general, be sure to drop them down in the comment section below. I get around to responding to all the comments, so why not? Why not have a bit of interaction and communication amongst us? And finally, if you're new here, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is free after all, and it will allow you to stay tuned to all of my future uploads and this series if you're liking it so far. So once again, guys, thank you very much for being with me today and spending your time watching my video. I have been Hocus Pocus. Take care. I'm out. See you soon.